Good day, Honors Biology students. This is Mrs. Peachy, and I'm going to be doing a webcast for you today explaining how to do the amino acids portfolio that you have in your planner coming up here. So I want to draw your attention to the screen where you're going to see the course tree for Honors Biology, and I have something that when I was trying to do this got a little bit buggy, and so I had to try a different way to get it to work, and so I want to kind of run through that with you in case you're having similar issues. Right now I am using Google Chrome as my browser, and when I do that and I click on Amino Acids Sequence Indicators of Evolution, okay, the first thing I want to do is click up here because this is the lab sheet. Now this is going to give me three options. It's going to say Edit PDF and PDF Escape, Edit PDF in New Tab, and Open Normally. I can't do any one of these two on top because it brings me to some page where I have to buy something. So I click on Open Normally, and it's opening in the window in the lesson viewer, which is kind of something that started happening a little bit later on in first semester. Problem that I'm having here is once I try to save this, I click on Save As, or if I go up to this little save thing, and I look at what it's, well, now it's doing it correctly. Now it's going at Adobe Acrobat document. Before, it was giving me this on the bottom. It was saying web page complete. And then it was just all weird. It wasn't saving it the correct way. So make sure you click on the little symbol on top to save it to the correct way. Okay? The other option that you can do, which I did, is I opened up a different browser. So I'm going to move this over to a different screen. You can kind of see that. Okay, so now I'm on a different screen on my computer. Hello. And this is the thing I'm using right now. But here is, this is Mozilla Firefox. So I don't know if you guys have multiple browsers, but here's Mozilla Firefox. And this is being opened up now in Mozilla Firefox. And then when I click on it, all it does is it opens up a separate tab, and it's a lot easier to see. But remember, you still have to save this, and then open your saved version in order to make sure that you are submitting all the correct answers. One thing I will notice is this, you can't type in this. So when you open up your saved version, hopefully you will be able to type in it. If not, you might want to go back and use the Google Chrome version that we just had a moment ago. Now, as far as what you're doing for this, there's no materials required for this portfolio. All you need to have really is some sort of a highlighter or colored pencil, something that you can use to keep track of what you're doing, some graph paper, because you are going to be graphing. You can also do this on the computer, so that's completely up to you. And I would like you to fill out the pre-lab questions before you look at any of the data. So you're going to be ranking based on just their physical anatomy, gorillas, bears, chimpanzees, and mice, from the most recent common ancestor with humans to least recent common ancestor. In other words, which of those organisms was more recently in time related to human beings, more closely related. And number 2 says use analogies. You tell a story to a second person who tells it to a third person, and so on, and just kind of compare the process of retelling a story to how DNA is exchanged year after year after year after year. And let's see. And then also, do this inference question for number 3. What you're really going to be doing here is you're going to be analyzing sequences of amino acids from different animals. So if you look here, these letters, they stand for a specific amino acid, like tryptophan and, let's see, valine, and there's lots of different ones here, and I'm kind of blanking out on them now that I don't have the wheel in front of me. But these are all different amino acids, and you can look at your list of the 20 amino acids. And you're going to be looking at different positions within the sequence, the gene sequence here, and saying what amino acid is there for each one of these organisms. Okay? So it's not base pairs. It's not the A, C, D, Gs. It's actually the 3 base pairs that code for one single amino acid. So that's the codon, right? And then we had that list of amino acids. I'll just bring that up here for you because I'm having a little camera fright. Okay, so I can get this up here. Alright, so we've got alanine, arginine, asparagine, aspartic acid, cysteine, glutamine, glutamic acid, glycine, histidine, isoleucine, leucine, lysine, methionine, phenylalanine, proline, serine, threonine, tryptophan, tyrosine, and valine. So these actually give you the 1-letter symbol, which is what you are using in, oops, where did it go? Well, it's what you're going to be using in that portfolio. I just see where my little guy went, but I'll open it back up. Okay? You don't need to know that. I just want you to realize that these aren't just random letters. They actually do stand for real things. Okay? So what you're going to be doing is using that highlighter that you have. You're going to be counting the similarities and the differences and how many differences there are in each of the different types of organisms. Okay? Then you're going to make some comparisons, do some analysis, and then you're going to go to section B, where you're looking at something called cytochrome C. So cytochrome C takes part in electron transport during the last stage of cellular respiration. It's an enzyme found in bacteria, yeasts, fungi, plants, and animals. It's very small. It has 104 amino acids, which may not seem like it's small, but it is. And then it just says, these are some animals, these are some organisms, they're not all animals, and these are the number of differences they have in their code for cytochrome C. Okay, compared to a human. Compared to a human, how many differences they have in their code from cytochrome C. Okay, and then it says here, column 1 lists the species that are being compared to humans. Column 2 lists the number of differences for each pairing. Use the data to make a bar graph on a separate sheet of graph paper. Select an order for the bars that will best reveal a pattern in the number of differences. So you're not going to want a bar graph that just kind of goes all over the place. You're going to want a bar graph that shows a pattern. Okay? And finally, do your analyze and conclude questions. And I also want you to do extend your inquiry this time. Okay? This is actually kind of a thought-provoking question. It's just one, so please think about it and write up a good, 2 to 3 sentence response on extend your inquiry. All right, so that is what you need to do for the Amino Acids Portfolio Honors Biology. As usual, if you have questions, feel free to give me a call. My extension is 2204, or you may send me a webmail. Have a good day.